Trading the foreign exchange market carries high risk and may not be suitable for all investors trading on margin. Utilizing leverage can carry an even higher level of risk that can lead to a complete loss of investment funds. So before deciding to trade the foreign exchange market or using any of our software alert products, you should carefully and diligently consider your personal investment objectives, level of experience, and risk tolerance. There is a possibility that you could potentially sustain significant loss. You should not invest any capital or trade that you cannot afford to lose. It is your responsibility to be aware of and understand all risks associated with foreign exchange trading and to seek professional advice from an independent certified financial advisor if you have any doubts. Auvoria Prime does not exercise trading authority over your trades. You and you alone exercise discretionary trading authority over every trade.
All right. So as we can see here, the G pairs, 2 are down for the day, 4 are up for the day. All right. Euro pairs, 4 up for the day, all of them that we watch. Gold is up 15 pips for the day. Oh, gold is down now for the day. All right. And then all the indices and Taco Tuesday, the peso, are down for the day. All right, so let's take a look at it. You can see here, nobody's even really close. Well, EUR AUD is about 40, almost 50% of its ADR. All right, let's go take a look at the pairs. All right, I know GER gave us a downside. Okay, GER. We'll come back and look at that chart later. That's a sneak peek of the markups. All right, so GEOD. All right, I went to the H1 and I marked up. As you guys can see here, I marked up our imbalance zone areas. All right. I believe with the Asia breakout to the bottom is like 48 pips of GI. So if we do get a breakout of Asia session, I'm not looking to take 20 pips. I'm probably going to try to take this to this imbalance zone and get the full 48. All right. So if you haven't been on the calls, last couple of weeks, we've been going over, actually, let's pay respect where it's due. So Brother Corey Collier came on the calls not too long ago and helping to fill in on New York session when he can. So shout out to Mr. Corey Collier. And he's been bringing some new information, showing you more of the institutional-based concepts that, more institutional style traders trade. And so we brought 2 to this call as well. Those call, the 2 that we brought we utilize are imbalance zones and order breakers. Order blocks. So we'll go over what those look like, what they mean throughout the call. And I'll try to do it every call because I know it's always somebody new. But for now, you can see we have 2 imbalance zones here. So for me, from a take profit standpoint, we get an Asia breakout. I'm looking to take it to this first one, which I believe from this zone to here, from the breakout to there is 48 pips. All right. We are in an uptrend on the H1. If you go to the 15-minute, we are also in an uptrend. All right. So we'll take a look at that. All right. Right now, nothing going on. GN, same thing. We get that Asia breakout. You see on the 15-minute, we're in the uptrend. I marked this order block on the H1. And so if we get a breakout, not only above Asia channel, but above the zone, I'm looking to take profit way up there. So from the top of the zone to there is 67 pips. All right. So we're going to start improving our accuracy by trading institutional order flow type style. All right. GU is in a no trend right now. You got 4 red, 4 green. Definitely not 50 pips in below. So I'm not worried about that one. GCAD, the bot is currently in a GCAD buy. So we are, the bot's in a GCAD buy right now. Profit is in this range. I need GCAD to break through, but see this blue zone here that I have marked here. If you go to H1 here, that is a inbound. That's an order block. All right. So we'll see what happens. It's already got profit. It's already got stop loss in profit already. So it's a free trade. So the bot is now in the last 7 weeks now is 31-1. All right. 31-1. All right. This month, it's already up 17.3%, not including the GCAD trade, which the GCAD trade right now is up over 27 pips right now. So, it could be up over 20%, when that trade closes out, if we can get that TP hit. So definitely doing good this month so far. GJ, we're in an uptrend, but we got zone here. And then when that one breaks, the next zone is there. So for me, I'm not look at that one. G-Chef is in a downtrend. All right. GER 30. All right. From the 5-minute time frame, we're in an uptrend. All right. We'll come back and take a look at that one. All right. And then gold. Gold on the 5-minute has been ranging. All right. Gold has just been ranging, but it's in an uptrend. All right. It's in an uptrend. Very good moves right here. Very good moves. All right. Very good moves right here. This is a huge, beautiful move right here. All right. Beautiful move. All right. So G-Chef just gave us a break or down to, a sell right into the zone. Not worried about it. Not worried about it at all. But for G-Chef, if we can get a break below, we'll see how that goes. Below the zone, that'll be a good breakout. Let's see if that's 20 pips. About 22 pips to the zone. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. All right. That's what we're looking at right now. All right. Anybody else want to look at anything else? Let me know. Let's get back to the chat. All right. What bot? So, as we talked about on this call, the market maker EA. All right. Strategy number 9. If you've watched the videos, go watch strategy number 9 and you'll understand how the bot trades. All right. No release. There is no answer. Not even close. No release. No release date. Just giving you guys updates. No release as of right now. So was asked to take a look at G-Odd on the 15-minute, M's and W's everywhere. Now remember, strategy number 7, we don't just take any M's and W. We want M's and W's at levels of support and resistance. All right. You're not just taking M's and W's. You can have M's and W's are one of the most common market patterns you're going to see. You don't take everyone. You want ones at certain levels of support and resistance. So make sure you go back and watch that video so you can understand when to take those M's and W's. All right. So it's in a uptrend. All right. There was a nice little W right here. All right. So if you're in a buy, it's not bad. That's fine. I'm expecting price, if you're in this buy here, let's see any pips you got here. I mean, it ran up 32 pips. You should have been out. TP should have been hit. TP should have been hit. It hit 32 pips. So if you're in the buy off that W there, you should have already got out. 32 pips should have been hit already. All right. I'm expecting price to go up based on the Asia session breakout. You can see here the AIRO moving average is above the 200 moving average. It already crossed to the upside. We already had to bounce. All right, off of support. We're already trending up. All right, so I'm expecting price to continue to the upside. All right, that's what I'm expecting. All right. If the AB happens, AB, Asia breakout, okay, and you go for 48 pips instead of 20, you use the same lot size, or do you use a small lot size? I use the same, just catching more pips. So instead of going for the 20 pip target, if you guys know, how many times have we gone into a Asia session breakout trade, caught 20 pips, and it kept going 30, 40, 50, 60 pips, all right? Now we've got a better understanding of where our targets are at, all right? So I'm going to start to potentially, lock in those targets as TPs instead of locking in the regular 20 pips. The one thing I'll do differently is that once we hit 20 pips, I'll lock in more profit. So I'll probably move my stop loss to 10 pips in profit, 10 to 12, somewhere around that nature. That way I give it room to have some wiggle room. But that's the only thing I'll do different. I'll use the same lot size. I'm not changing lot sizes. Why? And you use the same for less. Why not use the same for more? Same risk. Actually, it's better risk in this matter. 48 pips. Bot, I already talked about a bot. For the, I don't use as much anymore, just for information purposes. Here's the dashboard. I have the 10 pairs I recommend. All right, guys. All the 6 Great Britain pound pairs, the 4 euros. I have gold, S&P, German 30, UK 100, the peso, US 30. Now, what do I trade the most? The 6 Great Britain pound pairs, gold, and German 30. Those are the 8 that I trade the most. But this is what I have on here. These are the ones we look at the most. All right. Every now and then you guys like to add in, kind of look at EU. And I see Mark's already asking to look at EU. Boy, I tell you, you guys are funny. But if you guys want to go over it, we'll go over it. Let's go take a look at E to the UZ. It is a Forex major pair. All right, here is EU. I'm going to add AIRO onto EU. And as you can see, currently we're in a downtrend on EU, and EU has just been ranging lately. The last day and a half has just been ranging in between these zones. So I don't really see anything going on. It was a slow day yesterday. Not much movement, a lot of consolidation. So usually the longer it consolidates, the bigger the breakout. So, but yep, not much going on. Again, I don't like to trade EU because I like pairs that move and have some volatility. EU does not have the volatility that I like. That's why I like trading the German 30. You can get 100, 200, 300, 400, 500 pips, 700 pips. I'm mad. I left the office last night early. Literally, I left as it went into its bull run up and missed the entry there. And then, of course, by the time I got home, I got in the shower, went to sleep, and I missed the retrace that happened around 4:30 in the morning, which was literally about an hour after I left the office. And that drop was a nice drop. If you guys want to see it, we'll take a look at it. This drop right here. All right, that drop right there was a beauty. Let's go take a look at that. Look at that. All right, came up out. As you guys know, I like to take my entries now on the 1 minute because you get more precise entry, less drawdown. So go back and look at that bad boy real quick. Let's go look at that 1 minute. All right, let's go look at that 1 minute. All right. Look at that, man. That's beauty. Look at that. Boom, boom, boom. That doji right there, followed by the bearish engulfing candle. Entry would have been there. Stop loss right above the zone, 62 pips, which is not much because just look at this drop, this beauty. Right to where? Right to the zone. 62 pips stop loss, and you only had drawdown of about 45 pips. And in a matter of 116 minutes, it dropped to the zone at 635 pips. 635. 35. Beautiful setup. Beautiful setup. All right. So we've got 37 minutes until London Open. All right. You guys know we like to trade GER during the Open. Before we do, let's go take a look at the news. Again, hold on real quick. Let me look at it. I am focused mainly I want to see GA and GN break to the upside. Got a zone on GN now, support zone. So I'm looking for that break to the upside. And G-Chef may give us a break to the downside. We'll put it over there just in case, but I'm expecting a break to the upside for the GA and GN. All right, so let's go look at that on the currency strength meter as well. So first we'll take a look at the news. All right, if you guys want to know the YouTube channel I use, just type in Gamer Music and you see best music mix, no copyright EDM. All right, that's what I'm using there. Forex Factory, let's refresh. You can see here it is 223. The Euro German 30-year bond auction is tentative, so it hasn't happened yet. And there's no news until 10 a.m. So pretty clear tonight. Too clear. Like, that's scary. Scary clear. But typically earlier the week, Monday, Tuesdays, Sunday night, Monday night, Tuesday night, or Wednesday morning, you typically have very little news until New York session. All right. And then after New York session Wednesday morning, the rest of the week, you typically see the remaining of the news for the London session pairs. So typically the beginning of the week is very, very good to trade. Slow as well, but you typically have clear moves, less fake outs. All right. Shout out to everybody caught that strategy 3, the Asia breakout on GU last night. very perfect entry. I think I only had like 8-9 pip drawdown and went straight to TP. So yeah, all the news that I see are for exotic pairs. So we're clear. We literally have no news on MyFX book as well. I'm using the MyFX book app. All right, so I look at Forex Factory, and I also use the MyFX book app to take a look at news. All right, and we look very, very clear tonight. The only downside about there being very little news, again, like we talked about, is that price could be kind of slow, so we can see a lot more consolidation. All right, we're on the currency strength meter. All right, so I want GOD and GN. So GOD, they're the same. GN, they're the same. So that's why price is not really moving. So what we want to see, because we want price to go up. So what we want to see on both GBP, AUD, and NZD, we want to see GBP get to 6 bars. We want it to be as high as possible, and we want AUD and NZD to be as low as possible. All right. The base pair, GBP, that's the pair at the very front. All right. So GBP AUD is a currency pair. It's Great Britain pound versus the Australian dollar. All right. The GBP in the front is the base pair. The AUD at the end is the quote pair. All right. If the base pair is stronger, price goes up. If the quote pair is stronger, price is going down. All right. That should help you out with that right there. So what we're waiting for is we need GBP to rise all the way to the top, 6 bars, and we want AUD and NZD to drop. That way we can catch our move up. All right. Again, you don't trade solely off this, but if you get the right movement on the charts, and we can get Asia breakout, and then both of those are the GBP is stronger than both AUD and NZD, then we should feel pretty good about price heading to that upper room. All right, the upper room. All right, let's see here. Check the Q&A. EU. Oh yeah, we already looked at EU. EU is a waste of time. EU is not my favorite. I don't want to talk bad about EU because some of you guys like to trade EU. I don't like trading EU. Have you ever tried leveraging crypto? Not really sure what you mean by that. What do you mean leveraging crypto? We did used to trade crypto on this call. Haven't really traded lately. It's been crazy. So GA is on support trend line, forming a nice W on the 1 hour. Yep, let's go take a look at GA. Let's go look at that. NAS 100, a New York session indice. All right, for best performance, guys, make sure you're trading pairs when they're supposed to be traded, not just because you like trading them. I'm telling you, I've been having very good success. Like this week alone, I can tell you I'm up almost 30% this week on my account, and I've only traded GER 30 just yesterday and the day before. I should be up probably 100% on my account this week, but because I was trading GER 30 during Asia session, I was getting cooked. I'm talking about taking big losses, trying to hold it and wait for it to come back, and it wasn't happening. All right. So you want to make sure, and then once it gets to London, I haven't lost a London session trade. All my trades during London session have closed out in profit, whether it hit TP or I closed early. All right. So you want to do what? So that tells me, I looked last week as well when I took German 30 trades, the majority of my London session trades were take profits. Anything outside of London session were losses. Now, is that to say you're going to always lose? No. But from what I'm seeing, there's more liquidity in the market during London session, which means what? Which means that price is going to trend strongly and more favorably in the direction it's going to. All right. You're not having to worry about pullbacks when you're trading during a session that the pair is not meant to be traded in. You run the susceptibility of being trapped by the market makers. All right. We can look at NAS, but why? It's not a New York session. All right. Cool. So we're getting ready to go to London. All right. I got a new markup here. I got a new chart. You guys can see here. You can see I got colors on here. So the green represents Asia session. The red represents New York. And then this overlap, which is blue. I'm sorry, the red is London and the blue is New York. So this color codes my sessions. Makes it a little easier to see what's going on each session, the highs and lows. And you can see right now that we had a low. Now as we get ready to go into London, we're breaking out. All right. So I like to see this, and I can tell you what I'm looking for. I could expect that we get a bounce going into London and then a retrace back to the top. I can see that happening, or I can see it dropping down here. So we'll see. We'll see how it reacts once London opens up. Once London opens up, we will see how it reacts, and we will determine the trade from there. All right. Gold not doing much. All right. Come on, GCAD. I need my 50 pips, baby. I need my 50. I need my 50. The bot needs 50. There it is. GN's moving up. I like that. I like that. And GI is just kind of sitting there. You got to remember, GN is the wild child. So let me put this one here as well. All right. We need to break agent channel and close above the zone. From the zone to the bottom of the 67 pips. 67 pips. And this is a H1 order block. H1 order block. See how that order block coincides with the zones? Pretty nice to see that. So we'll wait. We will wait. My man wants to look at Nas 100. All right, let's go take a look at it. Nas to the 100. Look at that ranging. It's not doing nothing. It's just ranging. It's not even worth looking at. It's just ranging. It is just ranging. Now, we talked about it before. In New York, I'm sorry, in London session, German 30 will lead the way. It'll tell you where the markets are going. The other indices will follow. And then in New York session, US 30 leads the way. All right. So if you look at this pair here, let's look at this pair. Look at this pair. In London, not so much. New York, bigger moves. And not much that day period. In New York, bigger moves. 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 Not much there that day. In New York, bigger moves. What's the trend here? Trade it during New York. Just want to show that to you guys, all right? For high probability setups, trade during New York. You can't expect to get 500 pips out of Nas out of session because Nas is traded during New York session. So keep that in mind, guys. Keep that in mind. That's why I've started to pick up on GER 30 because it is a London session indice. GER 30, UK 100, Japan 225. All right, they're London session paired or indices, which means we're going to have the opportunity to catch moves with true liquidity, which means we're going to get the true trend during London session. All right. Market kind of dead right now. Just slow. Just slow right now. So we'll wait. We will wait. We'll wait. All right. So while we wait, let me check the chat real quick, and then we'll go over. CG peers will give a lot of pips for less movement. Do you still do a 40 pip stop loss or more? Yes, I still do a 40 pip stop loss. So my rules, I follow the same rules that I teach you guys. I follow the same rules. At least on the calls, I do. Trading crypto on smaller time frames. I don't really trade crypto, so no. I guess my answer to that question is no. Then I don't. Since you people give them more pips for 40 pip stop loss is what I utilize. And if you guys know our track record with bag entries and 40 pip stop losses, we catch more pips than we lose. What size account is recommended for trading GER 30? So for any indice, I recommend a 0.01 lot size for every $500. So that means that at least have $500. All right. How do you color code the session? I'm a developer, so I've got tools. I've got tools that color code for me. All right. Can you explain how you find and mark the order blocks? Yep, we'll go over that. And is that a money zone breakout on GN? Hasn't broke out yet. It's trying to set up. Are you still using fractals for entries? Yes and no. Depends on the entry. All right, depends on the entry. Fractals are good, but depends on the entry. Got 25 minutes until London Open. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. All right, so let's go to a naked chart. Actually, I think I got one over for gold. I got some few things coded here on gold, but all right, let's go to a random chart that I don't use much, so I can show you guys how this works. So you know I'm not just playing around. Take that off. All right, so we'll go to H1. So an order block. All right, I'm gonna mark the order block here on USD CAD. All right, let me move this. All right, USD CAD. All right, this is the order block. All right, so what is an order block? All right, so it is the first candle, the highest first candle in the change of the direction. So you see here, we're in an uptrend. This is the highest candle, the highest red candle in this uptrend before the what? Before the downtrend. That is an order block. Why is that an order block? Here's why it works, or why that's considered an order block, all right? And why it gives us breadcrumbs of where price may go back to. When price is moving up, all right, remember the banks, the institutions, they buy to sell, they sell to buy. Why do they? So for example, you may have some banks. Actually, let me go look at the lower time frame real quick, guys. Let me look at something real quick. Look at something real quick, and we'll tell you exactly where it's at. Cool. I see it there. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. It's crazy. There's actually an imbalance inside of that order block. That's beautiful, which tells you what? Gives you a better idea of how to narrow your entry at, all right? On a low time frame. That's a trick. The order block we marked on the what? On the H1. Now on the minute 5, and you see an imbalance candle right there. I'll talk about imbalance next. And now you can see here, there's an imbalance candle. So if you know that, when price is starting to head back up, you got a pretty good idea of where price is going to come to. And so for me, I'm looking to take, put an entry halfway through the order block, all right, with a stop loss right above the entry. Boom, 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 all right, right above the order block. So I'm using the imbalance for my entry, but I use the order block for my stop loss. So you can see this stop loss is 6 pips, not big at all, all right. That's your entry there on this pullback, or your entry. So you literally can wick this, catch this. You know, you ever see guys on Instagram and Facebook, and they're showing how they caught a trade at the wick? That's what they're doing. Exactly right there like that. They're catching the wick, all right? Because what has happened here is this order block here, prices come out of the order block, all right? And what the order block is that here in this area, this order block here, in this area somewhere, all right? Don't know exactly where, but it's order block, H1, go back to the H1, and this order block, this is where the sales were put on. So prior to the order block, all right, prior to it, they put the banks, the institutions, they put in buy orders. Why do they put in buy orders? To push the market up. Why do they want the market to go up when they're trying to sell? Because they need orders on both sides. Remember, the market maker has to have orders on both sides for the order to be valid and go through. So if there are 50,000 contracts worth of orders, there need for buys, there needs to be 50,000 worth, for sales. If they want to, if the bank wants to put some on, let me rephrase. If the bank wants to put on 50,000 contracts worth of sales, they need to have $50,000 worth, 50,000 contracts worth of buys in the market, so all the orders match up. All right. And so if they don't see enough, they'll put on some buy orders, even though they want to sell. Because when they put on the buy orders, price does what? Price spikes up. We get excited. And I say we as retail traders, we jump in the market. We buy. We put the money into the market, and then they sell. And boom, they sell. We're not freaking out because we're not down that much. And then when we sell, guess what? I'm sorry, when they sell, guess what happens next? All right. They sell, they bring it back up. All right. Why do they bring it back up? Because they put buy orders in. So they're bringing it back up to make us feel good, like, oh, it's just a little retrace. We're good now. We're good now. No, they'll come back up here to do what? Take those orders, that buy orders they had, because they put buys to push the market up so that we can buy. They put more volume in the market so they can do what? So they can sell. They sell it. They bring it back so they can close out in profit or at break even their buy orders, and then they drop it like a rock. And they get out. Once they have enough, they drop it like a rock. Look at that drop. 51 pips. You either blew your account, you either closed out and panicked, hit stop loss was hit, margin called, you name it. That is how order blocks work. That is how they're utilized. I just showed you how to identify a potential order block. So how do you trade it? Exactly like I showed it. It came down here, retraced back into this imbalance area, and then they drop it like a rock. All right? Drop it like a rock. Let's go take a look at some shares real quick. GI trying to break out. Good. We got 4 minutes to the close. GN's looking good. I'll be looking to enter in if it breaks above that purple line. All right. GU is booming, but I mean, for me, I don't see an entry because even if it closes above, guess what? Still got zones right there. So I'm not touching GU personally. GCAD is up. Oh, you know what that means, guys? The bot is, boy, this thing is spot on. Man, let me look at this real quick. Oh, the upper room. Yeah, buddy. I'm about 3 pips away from it to take profit on the bot. Man, that's a beautiful thing. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. G Chef is up. GN. I got 3 minutes for GN and GI. I can tell you that. If they close above these lines, I'm in for buys. Make sure I got my lot sizes correct. All right. Look at gold, nothing. GER, not doing much of nothing right now. All right. It'll do more here in about 18 minutes. All right. The bot is moving. We're almost there, baby. Push. My take profit is at 71,631. 71,631. $1.71631, and we're going to change the color. Let's make it white so it stands out with all those colors there. I need both the red line and white line to close above that so the bot can close out and profit. That'll be 50 pips. 50. Caught this move. Now, why did it catch this move? Why did it catch this move, guys? Look at this. Market maker cycle. All right. You got the W formation and the push up. W formation. The entry was at 71,143. Right there. All right, caught that on the H1. It's pushing up. And it's pushing up. All right. 2 minutes. GI is not really giving us what we want. GN's trying to push. It's above Asia channel, but it's not above the zone. The zone's gone. I'm probably going to enter the trade in anyway on GN. G Chef is up and up. GU is booming. GCAD, you're trying to get there. You can see GJ. So everything's moving up. So from a correlation standpoint, I feel really, really good. So I'm telling you right now, I'm probably going to enter buy in on, GI is probably going to get over the hump. We got less than 1 minute here. Oh, yeah, we're looking good on GN. I'm in 1 minute. Let me get the new 15-minute candle. I'm entering in a buy on GN and probably on GA because it's probably going to get there as well. If you're going to take a trade with me, make sure to use proper risk management. I recommend a 0.01 lot size for every $100 in your account when you're trading Forex pairs. I recommend a 0.01 lot size for every $300 when you're trading gold. And for indices, as we talked about earlier, 0.01 lot size for every $500. All right. Come on, six. Come on. There it is. And we got a bag entry. Oh my goodness. Y'all see that? And we got a bag entry. We didn't break G. We have strong moves. I'm probably going to enter in on GOD as well, just because we got strong moves on all the G pairs. So I'm entering into with GOD as well. So I'm in a buy on both GOD and GN. All right. So to the zone is 45 pips on GOD from my entry. So I'm going to drop it about 3 pips below the zone. All right. So I got a 42 pip take profit on GOD. And this is a imbalance zone. And then GN, oh man, we've got, it is a 63 pip run up to the zone. I want to put it at 60 pips, 3 pips below. All right, that way we take account for spread. All right, now what do I mean? So for this to take profit and close, both this red line and white line have to get above this line. So for both this red line and white line to get above that line, that means price has to hit this imbalance zone from the H1. Therefore, I put it about maybe 3 to 5 pips below the zone. That gives it breathing room for both the bid and the ask to get above the take profit line. All right, that's why I put it a little bit below the zone to make sure that because sometimes it can just wick. It can wick the zone and turn around. If it wicks the zone and turns around, it doesn't look good. Doesn't look good for us. GCAD. Let me see. Hit the take profit line. Let's see if I closed out. Did I close out? Oh, I closed out. 50 pips in the bag for the bot. That's another 4%. So I can tell you now the bot is now up since last Monday. The market maker EA is now up 21.3% in a week and a half. All right. In a week and a half, 21.3%. So whoever told you guys it couldn't be done and consistently, I'm not really sure to tell you. It's all about the strategy you utilize. And for those who want to know the risk that I'm using a 0.01 lot size for every $100. That's it. Exactly what I tell you. So 21.3%. It's a total of 8 trades. All right. 8 trades on one account for the progressive. The standard, because I got 2 settings. The standard setting has only taken 7 trades, and it is up. Wrong account. It is up. This account is up 17.9%, 17.98. So call it 18%. One account's up 18%. That's the standard account. It only has 7 entries. The progressive account, there is opportunities for it to take 2 trades. And that one's the one that's up 21.3%. So, so far I'm pretty pleased. Got a couple little tweaks to make. But right now we're in a GOD and a GN buy. All right. 8 session breakout. All right. GN, we got the close above. I dropped into GA just because of the strength of the G pair. So while we got that there, let's go look at the strength meters to see how this coincides. All right, let's go see how it coincides. So we refresh the strength meter here. GBP all the way up. NZD is down. AUD is up. All right, so we need AUD to drop. GBP is up. We like that. We like NZD being down. We need NZD to be like CHF and be red, just one block. We need AUD just to be 1. That'll give us the movement we need. All right. You see the rest of them though. Look at that. GBP versus USD. That's why I took off. GBP versus JPY. That's why I took off. GBP versus CAD. That's why I took off. All right. It shows you the strength of each one. And you add that as another confirmation when you're trading. All right. Wonders if Neo has any open trades for comparison. I have no idea. Does anybody if you run Neo, if you're utilizing the Neo product, did Neo take a buy or a sell today? And did it hit take profit? I am curious. NEO been hedging all week. All right. So what was today? Was today a buy, a sell? I mean, what was the setup today? I know it's got mode 1 and mode 2. So both, yeah, usually mode 1 and mode 2. I've seen they like to take separate trades. Interesting. Okay. Well, Neo's been doing his thing. It has a so M2 hit a buy, had take profit. Nice. All right. So it's been doing its thing. So the sell loss, but the buy hit take profit. All right. Typically, I think mode 2 is a little more aggressive, I believe, with a higher lot size, which means that if mode 2 hit take profit and mode 1 hit the sell and the loss, then you should be in the and you should be in profit when it comes to the overall trade. All right. Our order blocks and liquidity zones, the same thing. No. So order blocks are where the orders were left from those who move the market. All right. And they put orders in certain places. You know, they put orders, come back, take them out, put new orders in, come back, take them out. And they do that to actually make market structure. So your higher highs, higher lows, your lower highs, lower lows, all that are built by orders being placed, price being moved back to take those out over and over again. And that's what builds the overall market structure of the actual market. All right. Liquidity zones are when you have areas where there are a lot of pending orders or there's a lot of stop losses. So, for example, this is liquidity zone here. You know, you got a lot of people that are, you know, we were just in a sell trend. Market kind of went stagnant. It dropped, came back up, dropped again. So it had 2 pushes down. So it dropped, went sideways, dropped. So 2 push down. And then you see here, look, all the wicks to the downside. All the wicks to the downside. All right. That is retail traders trying to sell the market back down because they believe that we're still in a downtrend. All right. And so the market makers know all that because the market makers can see all of the orders. And so the market makers are just, you know, while it's buying, I mean, while it's selling, they're buying. So they're pushing it back up. It sells, they push it back up. Sales, they push it back up. So they're giving you hope. It's ranging. You're feeling good. It's lulling you to sleep. And then when they've collected enough money, then they put in, and again, what do I mean by collecting enough money? When there's enough contracts in the market, the big buys can now come. That's why you see here, it ranged. The wick kept going. All these wicks are telling you that price is going down and picking up orders. The liquidity zones. This is where people that are putting in buys, they put a buy in here and they have a tight stop loss. So prices come back down and taking those stop losses out. Or there's somebody that that's expecting price to sell. They've got a sell limit or sell stop down here. I'm sorry, a sell stop. And so they're going down there and picking up the sell stops and activating the sell stops. And then once they've activated enough or picked up enough contracts volume wise, they then do what? They then put on a buy and they shift the market very quickly. So you see here, they got enough down here and they shifted the market from this last grab right here, liquidity grab. They shifted the market a quick 58 pips. So now you're trapped. Now you're sitting there like, I'm holding. I'm waiting for it to go back down. You're marking up the chart, wedges, doing all this, fib extensions. It's too late at that point. Or 58 pip run up. You freaked out, close your trade out in the negative. You hit stop loss. Your margin call and your whole account is red right now. You're waiting, hoping price comes back down, hoping that you don't blow your account. So that's what a liquidity zone is. All right. Go trying to break down. Okay. GER 30. So everybody wants to know how I marked up. Somebody asked that. So from a GER 30 standpoint, you can see here on the H1, I have a order block up top that's been sitting there for a while. I have a order block here, another order block here, and then an imbalance zone here. All right. And then we come down to the 15-minute. I have an imbalance here and an imbalance here. All right. So we are in a channel right now. We are 6 minutes away from the open of London. The way things are going right now, it would not surprise me to see that price at London Open spikes down and then gives us a run up. I'm expecting, and we'll see if it happens. I'm expecting this right here. This is what I expect. And if we don't get the retest, then that means I'm expecting there to be like some type of bullish candle formation coming out of the zone that would make me feel comfortable taking the trade without the retest. All right. But I expect something like that to happen today. If it goes a little deeper, then we'll see. So we'll follow it. This tactic works. I can tell you guys on Monday night, and I can show you guys entries. I caught this right here on the 1 minute. I caught this, rolled it back up to the bottom of Asia channel. Of course, I got out. I got back in, and you guys saw the screenshots. I was plus 300 pips on one trade, and then I came back and I had two entries, and it was plus 200 on both of those for a total of plus 400. And so I bought this back up to the bottom of Asia channel, got out there, got back in when it broke through for two more positions, and rolled it back up halfway through the middle of the gap. I was hoping it would go close it, but it came back down, then went back up and closed it later on. Yeah, that's how I caught those screens. So those screenshots you guys saw in the group that night, that was me catching this bull run up here because it had to fake out. And again, I'm saying, so, I'm teaching you guys one thing. AMD, if you've never heard of the term AMD, accumulation, manipulation, distribution. Price was accumulating right here. Accumulation is the same thing as consolidation. So price consolidated here. That's accumulation. All right, there was manipulation. So from a manipulation standpoint, you see here at London Open, and you guys can see here that London Open is right here, the beginning of this red. That's this big red one. Right before London Open, you had a spike up. At London Open, you had the spike down. It touched the second zone here, had a perfect doji. Actually, I'll show it to you guys. If you don't believe me, I'm gonna show it to you. We got 3 minutes until London Open. 3 minutes. Let's go back. Let's go back. Second zone, perfect doji. I thought about getting in, but I said I'll wait for confirmation. I was in after we had this next bull candle. I caught this here, rolled it all the way up here. We're consolidated slightly. I got out there. It broke through again. I had two more entries there and ran it back up here. All right, that's the move. I saw the accumulation. I saw the manipulation, the run up right before London, and then a drop. And then we had the doji and a strong bull candle afterward. It's not engulfing, but it was a strong bull candle. I was in, and the goal was to hold on for dear life and run it all the way up here. But I got out early. So we're gonna see what happens. All right. 2 minutes until London. You can already see, look at that. What's price doing? Here comes the manipulation. All right, here comes the manipulation. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Are we gonna get the spike down at London? All right, let's see what happens. Let's go take a look. GR, we are GN, we're -6, and GR, we're -8. All right, holding it steady. Everything looking good to me. I think when London opens, when we get the London open, we get the volatility come in, we'll get the push through. You see everything still wants to push up. All right, everything's still looking to push. Look at that. Everything's starting to push back up. So I believe we'll get that, pushing back up. We'll get that volatility during London Open here. All right. Gold, just chilling there. All right. And we got 2 minutes. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Let's see if I see anything else. London Open. We are now live. London Open. All right, there goes the manipulation. Shot up right before London, like I showed you before a couple days ago. Now it's shooting down. Let's go to the 1 minute, and we're gonna see how it reacts at the zone. Let's see how it reacts at the zone. All right, see how it reacts. One doesn't even get to the zone. Let's see. Moving kind of slow today. All right, GA and GN just chilling. All right, just chilling. GR30. There it goes, moving down to the zone. Let's see what happens. Gotta wait for the move. We're gonna wait for the move. We're gonna wait for the move. Accumulation, move down. All right. Now we are in London here. Let's see what happens. I'm on the 1 minute because I use a 1 minute for entries. All right, 1 minute for entries. And using the 1 minute for entries allows me to potentially get sniper entries where you have very little drawdown. All right. You see here we're at the zone with AIRO here. You see we're just sitting here. We're just sitting here. And it's funny how AIRO draws, they're not exactly where I have mine set at. All right, but they are pretty close. All right, the zone below it, we're for the most part in the zone right now. All right. Look at that. GA and GN moving up. GA and GN moving up as we are in London session. There go GR30, push down, touch the zone. Now it's below the zone. Gap below. All right. All right. We see that now. Now let's watch. Let's watch. What's gonna happen? All right, what's gonna happen? Had a gap down into, I believe this is a order block. This is a 1 hour order block. So we just wait. We just wait. GA and GN still a little, okay, almost about -10. We just wait. Still dropping. Still dropping. I'm cool with that. Doesn't matter to me. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. See what happens. I'm gonna wait. To see what happens. What's gonna happen? All right. I showed you guys on the last trade from the other night. It came down to the second zone. Is it gonna do that again, or are we gonna finally break through both zones? All right. Let's see what happens. See what happens. That's all you can do. All right, new candle, new 1 minute candle. Moving kind of slow tonight, so we'll see what happens. No news, so it's slow moving. Slow moving. Let's go doing. All right. Now we got to move up, trying to. All right, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Like we talked about, I expecting the drop, come back up, the retest, and the takeoff. The only way I'm going to get in before the retest is if we get a candle formation coming out. So it had to be like an engulfing pattern coming out of the zone. But in the meantime, I'm waiting for it to come out, come down, retest, and then I'm looking for a rejection of the zone to head to the upside. And to give you an idea, from zone to zone is about 375 pips. All right, 375. We'll see. We'll see. We'll keep an eye on it. Keep an eye on it. And GA and GN dropping a little bit. Nothing crazy. All right. Nothing crazy. GER gonna make me an honest person today. The drop, the run up, retest, and then the run up all the way back up. If it does exactly what it does, what I think it's going to do, I'll explain what it's doing. All right. I'll explain what it is doing. Because remember, it knows where all the orders are at. All right. It knows where all the orders are at. or they know where all the orders are at. So we'll keep watching. And I'll explain why I think that was, I'll explain why that was my prediction. And especially if it plays out, I'll just explain basics that show you why that prediction played out. All right. And as you can see here with same thing here with AIRO, you can clearly see zone broke, but it came down, hit the next zone. All right. And now you get the rejection. All right. Now you get the rejection. All right. I'm only on the 1 minute here. Helps out with more precise entries. Closing that gap right there. Closing that gap, the mini gap. There we go. There we go. Get my get this ready here. If we do take a trade on GER30, it is an indice. Please use proper risk management. Please use proper risk management. All right, please use it. All right, so the break above. Now I'm waiting on it to come back down and retest the zone. It's trying to right there. All right. Retest it there. It touched it. Now let's see what happens. It has touched it. Let's see if we get a candlestick formation, a price action move that allows us to get into this trade. Nice little doji right there. Nice little doji. Nice doji. Oh. If it had made a doji, I was going to buy it. I'm not going to lie. All right, so it tapped it there. Let's see if we get a bullish engulfing. Let's see if we can get a bullish engulfing out of this. We get a bullish engulfing out of this, I'm in there. Let's see what happens. Let's go back and look. GA, GN. All right, we're about the same. 916 there. All right. See what happens. If we get a bullish engulfing, we might get us a nice 250 piece. Bullish engulfing, let's say here. That's 300. Yeah, we could get us, we might be able to catch us 250 piece. All right, see what happens. Patience, young grasshoppers, patience. One thing I've learned with this pair here. We're on the 1 minute here. Close the gap. All right, you see on AIRO here. Look at downtrend. Looks like a downtrend. It's in a downtrend on the M1. We'll see. New candle. There's a new candle. See what happens. We just wait. We just gonna wait. Dropping back down. All right. We just gonna wait. G-Share pushing up. GU pushing back up. GCAD trying to push down a little bit. GJ pushing back up. I'm feeling good about those. So I'm looking for GN and GI to take off. Let's go. Need my pips. Those two alone, you're talking about 60 and 40. So over 100 on those if they hit, if they go hit or take profit. I'll tell you what I'll be doing again. Like I said, if it gets to 20 pips in profit, instead of hitting take profit at 20 pips, what I'll do is I'll put my stop loss at 10 pips in profit and let it ride and see what happens. See if we can go get the full move. All right. I literally will put it in profit. There we go. We got a doji sitting right at the zone. If we get, can we get a bullish engulfing right here on this candle? Can we get a bullish engulfing? If we get a bullish candle here that engulfs this one, I am in for a buy. I'll let you know that now. We got a doji right there. That last candle's a doji. If we get this candle to be a strong bull candle that engulfs the previous candle, I am in for a buy. But we'll wait. We're not going to jump the gun. Get the trigger finger ready because you guys know GER30 a jump, just like I did with that gap right there. All right, get the trigger finger ready. Ready. It's trying. It's trying. Oh, yeah, we looking good. We looking good. Come on, baby. Go on, get up there. Make us happy. Nope. Didn't do it. That's why we wait for the confirmation. Didn't do it. So we wait. It's gonna make us wait. I'm willing to wait. I am willing to wait. Ain't got no choice but to wait. I'm not gonna guess. Not gonna guess at it. We're gonna trade it by the book. So we wait. Are we gonna get a W formation right here? What you guys think? Can we get a W? We're gonna get a W right here. What are we gonna get? We're gonna get a W. We're gonna keep on dropping. All right, let's take off. I need one of y'all. I need you guys to take off. G Chef pushing up. Everything's kind of just chilling. All right. We're just gonna wait, guys. We're just gonna wait. We're gonna wait for the move. Now the bag entry. Why aren't we in on the bag entry? For those who are asking. First of all, I didn't bounce off anything. It bounced here, but you had up and down candles. So plus there were two zones here, so you would have been taking the bag entry. So those who are joining late, there was no bag entry. No bag entry. You're just gonna wait, guys. GA and GN. All right, starting to head back the right way. Let's go, baby. Let's go. A little pullback before the run up. Yeah, pushing back up. GR 30 trying to push back up. Need that. There we go. There we go. We're gonna get the W formation. Is that we're gonna get the W formation? It's right here at the bottom of the London. We have Asia channel. All right, we just wait. We just gonna wait. That's all we can do, guys. No need of guessing. I know somebody got it in the cell though. I already know somebody's in the cell. Matter of fact, let me check the chat. Let's check the chat. Bounced off the 50 EMA twice. All right. Look at gold dropping hard. Let's go look at gold real quick. Let's go look at gold. German 30 pushing back up strong. All right, nice, nice, nice. Gold. That's not a drop hard. That's not a hard drop. This is a drop. This is a hard drop right here. This little baby drop for gold. But there was a, if I remember correctly, there was a zone right here. No, yeah, there was a zone. It broke through the zone. So I don't see anything. I'm not seeing anything personally. Personally, I'm not seeing anything on gold. All right. Gold is a New York session pair. You want to trade gold and they doing New York session. All right. So we are in a new session. You see London session here in the red for gold. All right. Here is New York session. All right. You can see here. All right. You can see the fake out here. Look at this. Coming into London session, you had the what? You had the fake out, went below the accumulation, the manipulation, the distribution. And then New York session, retrace. Happens quite often. Happens quite often. All right. Happens quite often. GER 30 trying to push up. All right. Down about 22 on those entries, GR and GN. I still feel good about those. UCAD, we talked about that. We'll come back and talk more about that later. When it comes to, we talked about order blocks, but we'll come back and talk about imbalance when we catch our pips. When we catch our pips, all right. Slow moving. I can tell you this right now. Slow moving tonight. All right. See what you guys are saying here. I got it on demo, made 500 on demo. I know somebody was selling it. Demo or not, I know somebody was in that thing. I knew somebody was looking at the Q&As blowing up. The bounce off the M5 counted the valid bag entry. If it follows the rules and it was and there was no zone, I wasn't looking at the 5 minute. Actually, I just went to the 5 minute. I'm sorry, or was I on the 1 minute? Let's go take a look real quick. That bag entry. Let's go look at the 5 minute. GDR 30 pushing back down. Interesting. M5. I don't know. There was a zone right here, so I don't believe that counts. But again, depends on your broker. If you didn't have it there, then that'd been a valid entry for you. And you had a little pullback of about 63 pips, but you'd be up right now about 280. So, but I had a zone right here. Actually, I think I had two zones, a small one and a bigger one, sitting on top of this one here. So we just gonna wait. Could come down to the second zone. Don't know. We'll see. We're just gonna wait. Just gonna wait, guys. Go pushing back up. All right, go pushing back up. All right, there's GJ pushing up. GCAS starting to, GCAS starting to push back up. GU starting to push back up. G-Chef pushing. GN and GOD. That's what we need. We need them to push. Everything else pushing back up. All right. GR 30. What are we doing, GR 30? What are you doing to us? Quit playing with us. Give us our entry. We want to make some pips tonight. We want to get some pips. I'll come back. Check it. Do you do all your entries on M1 or just indices? For indices, just indices. And mainly on indices because of how many pips they are. Like a candle, if they were the same size, let's say a candle's about this big on the chart, for Forex might be 10 pips. For indice, might be 120 pips. So yes, I go off the M1 so that I can have better entries and less potential drawdown. That's the main reason. That's the main reason why I was doing 5 minute, but now I have started to look at the 1 minute as well for better entries. All right. All right, let's get back on here. Might have missed an early entry, but let's take a look at it. GER is moving. All right, so we had a doji here, and then you get a nice little bullish engulfing here. Or I'm sorry, it's not engulfing, just a nice strong bullish candle. All right, let me check something real quick. All right. Now what I'm waiting for is price to come out. And like I said, either give us an engulfing pattern coming out of the zone for a buy, or we wait for it to come out, hit the retest, and then get the buy. So we'll see. Like I talked about, patience. We got the markup still here. Bounce out, price come down, and fake out, the manipulation, the retest, and then the distribution, which is the move back up. So there we are. We are out. We are out. Let's see how it reacts. We are out of the zone. GA and GN playing around. We're down 15 each, 15 pips on each. Down 15 pips on each. GA and GN are down 15 pips each. Make sure to use proper risk management. Come on. So what I'm looking for now is we're about to get a new 1 minute candle. I am looking for an engulfing out of this bad boy. Now, there we go. So now I want a bullish engulfing. I want this green candle to come up, and I want it to be taller than this previous red candle. That's an engulfing candle. They're at the same level, and I want it to engulf it. So I want the green candle pattern. I want it to eat the body of the previous candle. I want it to be bigger, the body. If it's bigger, stronger, that is a price action move to the upside. Right now, it's not giving us that at all. Come on, GER 30. Why are you playing with us tonight? Playing games with us. Playing games with us. Down 29 combined on GN and GA. You can see here GU pushing. Look at that. Broke through the zone, trying to push to another zone. GCAT just chilling in the zone it was in. We already hit TP on the bot. GJ is pushing up. So we got a lot of pushing up. G Chef is pushing up. GA and GN just slow playing with us. GR 30. Come on, baby. Come on. Give us something. If we can get a bullish engulfing out of the zone here, that'd be good too. Just waiting for a setup. If anybody that knows about GR 30, you guys can tell by the way price is moving right now. There's not a lot of liquidity in the market. Otherwise, you'd be seeing price move, stronger body candles. So we wait. So we wait. Gold moving back up. So if you're in that sale, I don't know why you were in. First of all, we'll leave it kind of at that. Let's see what happens. GERs, come on, wake up. All right, let's come back in here and take a look here. Can you explain why you don't pay attention to resistance on M1 and N5 on GBP NZD? I do pay attention to resistance. So talking about M1 and N5. Oh, why I don't pay to resistance on M1 and N5 on GBP NZD. I don't look at smaller time frames. If I'm making entries on a higher time frame, I don't need to look at lower time frames. The trend is stronger on higher time frames. There is a tactic called, I want to say tactic, there's we're getting a pushback up. Hold on, let me get back on the charts real quick, guys. There is a way to now analyze charts that is called top-down analysis. And so you're looking for your overall trends on the higher time frames, your day charts, your H4 charts. your H1 chart, stuff like that. All right. You don't look at the M1 and the M5 for entries. I mean, I'm sorry, for your direction, your trend, your resistance. You don't look at it. You look at the higher time frames. All right. We got a gap. All right. I don't see a candlestick pattern here for me, so I'm not going to enter the trade in. With that gap, I'd love for price to come back down here, close that gap, give us a move back up, and then I'll look to take the trade. I'm not looking to take that trade though. So we'll wait. We will wait. But yeah, that's why I don't look at it. I don't care if I'm trading the higher time frames. I don't care about lower time frame resistance and support, because the lower time frames, their support resistance is typically futile. It's typically weaker. It might be there temporarily. Oh, if you look at the M1 and M5, you might not have you might have missed some drawdown. Okay. And if you look at the M1 and M5, you might have missed your entry and missed your take profit, because the lower time frames are not strong enough for the trend. There's too much up and down on the smaller time frames. You see this candle going up and down so many times. If this has been an hour candle on the 1 minute, you see up and down constantly. You don't look at the lower time frames. You look at the higher time frames to confirm your trend, your levels of support, your level of resistance, your levels of supply, your levels of demand zones. All right, higher time frames, not lower time frames. All right. All right, GER, come on. Come back down, close the gap, give us our entry. Come on down. And as well, price never goes straight in your direction. Remember that. Just because you take profit at 100 pips, it may take some time to get there. It's never going to just go straight to take profit. The GBP CAD trade that just closed out, the bot's been in that trade since yesterday. Let me verify. Yes, since yesterday. Let me just verify for sure. It got into the trade on the 7th at 1700 hours. So it got into the trade yesterday at 9 a.m. and it got out today, right when I told you guys to take profit a couple hours ago. Just 50 pips. It held. It stayed in the trade for a while. Just 50 pips though. It stayed in the trade for a while because it's never going to go straight to take profit. There was a drawdown on that. There was drawdown. All right. We actually can go look at GBP CAD. So I'm gonna sit here for a minute though. We're gonna see what GER30 is trying to do. Are they trying to make the move up? What are we doing, GER30? I want to enter this buy, but it is again, it didn't give me entry. So if it didn't follow my rules, I'm not just gonna force a trade, because we could easily put a buy in right here and can easily do what? Come all the way back down here. So you want to make sure you get the criteria you're looking for. I didn't get my candlestick formation here. Got a gap. I'm expecting price to come back down here, close the gap, and then give me a rejection and head back up. It could run all the way up. So somebody's probably in the buy right now. Congrats to you. I didn't. I'm not seeing it right now. All right, I'm not seeing it. It's running. It's running. So give me 1 second here. We'll keep our eye on it, guys. Plenty of moves. Let's see here. Q&A. GJ H1 is 400W. What do you think is a good time to get in? The next candle that forms, or wait for the candle after to make sure. All right, so let's go look at the W formation on GJ on the H1. All right, look at it. Oh, I know what that sound means. I just lost connection. All right, hold on, guys. Just lost connection. Is it me? Hey, have you guys had problems with MT4? They've been kicking you guys out a lot. I've been getting, ever since MT4 did that new update, I've been getting kicked out and going offline very often. It, of course, always puts me back in, but I've been getting kicked out. There we go. We're back on now. I'm not liking that much. I'll tell you that right now. Just got kicked out. I just got kicked out. A login. Yep. So all right, it's just not just me. All right, it's not just me. GR trying to go to the upper room. The upper room. So we want to go to GJ, and we want to go to the H1. All right. So the W formation. So for me, the W formation is not in the zone, so I wouldn't have took it. But to explain about the W formation, all right, you have leg 1, you have leg 2, you have leg 3, and then you have leg 4, which is pushing up. All right, pushing up. Now, this is slanted. So that's good. It's slanted. So had this been in a zone down here and slanted up like that, you would take as soon as price closed above the neckline. See this where leg 2 and leg 3 meet right here? This upside down V. That's the neckline. So this candle closed above the neckline. Therefore, your entry should have been right there. And you'd be up right now about 8 pips. I wouldn't have took it because it's not in the zone. All right. All right. See what GR 30 is going to do. And if you miss a trade, you miss a trade, guys. I mean, at the end of the day, my trading criteria was not met. Therefore, I did not just enter into a trade. GI, we did get a zone. Let's go look at the G pairs. G pairs, all G pairs are up strongly over 15 plus pips for the day. The rule is to stay out of this trade or to immediately exit. Let me look here. I'm staying in a trade, guys. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I'm staying in a trade. I'm not exiting. Not right now. Not right now. Look at that. I mean, you see GJ going up. You got GCAT now started trying to push back up. GU pushed, broke that zone, now at that zone. G Chef trying to break through this zone, pushing up. Let's go look at GER. GER going to the upper room. The upper room. All right. So it came in, went out. It didn't give us the retest. It tried to right here and drop some more. And it gave us a little slight retest right here. But for me, I don't see an entry. There was no candlestick formation for me that told me when I should have got in. Come to the 5 minute, same thing. I don't see anything here. All right. After the fact, I think about it or I look at it, you say, well, Nate, look, you got a doji here, but that's not a bearish engulfing. So I don't know. I don't see my entry. Therefore, I didn't put a trade on. That'd have been a good move right there, though. Be up 350 pips if we took that little move. But I don't see my entry criteria. So my entry criteria wasn't met. Therefore, I took no entry. So now I wait for a new entry. And now I babysit my other trades. All right, so we missed this one here. It should come here. Next, I look for two things potentially. So two hypotheticals. I look for price to come up here, reject, and come back down, or I look for price to break through the zone, retest the top of the zone, and take off, in the continuation of the upward trend. All right, that's what happened Let's go look at yesterday. Well, I had to remark it up. But yeah, yesterday, that's what it did yesterday. It broke above the zone. It was a order block. It came back down, retested it, and then took off in the continuation on that first run up. And then, of course, it hit the order block on the H1 at the very top. Gave you the actual 1 minute entry criteria and dropped like a rock. So we wait. We wait. See what kind of entry we're gonna get. All right. Minus 13 on GI, minus 16 on GN. All right. GER 30 trying to come down. All right. We'll see what happens. All right. No problem, guys. No problem. Do you only do order blocks on up candle? ID trend is up, or do you mark down candles too? Not really sure what that means, but when we get done catching some pips, I'll break it down if we have some time on order blocks. A couple tricks to it, as well as we'll go over imbalance. What would be your stop loss for GA and GN? 40 pips, guys. 40 pips. Strategy 3. 40 pip stop loss. Is there another name for GER 30? I have different indices, but I can't find GER. So different name for GER 30 is DAX 30, DE 30. Those are the two that I know the most. All right. Let's go back and look at the charts. We'll come back, trying some more questions. All right, looks like it's gonna pull back. I'm hoping we get a pullback down here. It closes this gap and gives us an entry yet again for a buy. That's what I hope. All right, that's what I hope, because that'd be a nice 250 easy. You guys know the goal is to catch 250 on every call. And then someone said with GJ further back, so the W formation in the zone. Yeah, you have a W right here, but it's slanted down. It's not slanted up for me, so you could have took it. I mean, it's a W. It closes up above the neckline on this candle right here. You would have had 20 pip drawdown, and it ran up 12 pips. So I mean, you could have took that, but for me, I wouldn't take it. Say W formation, it slanted down. Gold is slowly creeping back up. Keep an eye on GER 30. Let's go look at these euros. They're not moving much. Not much movement there. Not much there. Slow night. Slow night. We're getting into the summer months. You know what that means? Summer months. If you don't know, summer months mean things slow down. Why? Someone let me know why things slow down in the summertime. I'm gonna go back and find out. Did we miss an entry here? I don't see it. But this thing running up. It's beautiful to see. Why do things slow down in the summer? Banks take vacation season. That is true. Not enough liquidity in the market because people take vacation. The money, the individuals, the traders, and market makers are on holidays, right? The market slows down. Selling man, go away. How many pips did we go for on GA? Come on, guys. We talked about this. We went over this already. You guys sleeping? I know it's late. GA starting to frustrate me now. GA has a 42 or that 43 pip take profit. So for me, let's see here. Go ahead and set my stop loss. $40 pip stop loss at GBP NZD. Pip stop loss, put it right there. All right. So 43 pips on GA is the target, and I believe it is 60, yeah, for GN. So it's 103 pips if they both hit. Why did I put price or take profit higher than the usual 20 pips? Again, if we're just going, the rule is 20 pips. All right. I'm looking to try to catch more than 20 pips based off of order flow. When we get 20 pips take profit, I'm going to put my stop loss in profit at 10 pips, and we'll let it run. We'll see what happens. Too many times, you guys have been on this call, we've taken strategy 3, we've gotten 20 pips, and guess what? It kept going plenty of times. So we're going to use some new methods to see if we can't start catching those runs. See what happens, G, right there. You're going to come back down here and then go back up? What are we going to do? Gold starting to try to head back down as well. All right. Would you say certain moving average line levels have more impact on particular time frames than others? For instance, 50 MA on M1 is versus 200 MA on M15. I've never looked at the MAs on different time frames. I know the 50 is well respected, the 200 is well respected, but as far as on certain time frames, I never looked at that. Never paid attention to that. You think the gap may have been a server issue for the broker? Could have been. I can tell you indices gap a lot. They gap a lot. Are we getting on the 5 minute or 15? Not really sure what you mean by that. Both of the entries we took on GA and GN are on the 15-minute time frame. If we do enter into a entry on GER 30, it will be on the 1 minute. All right, it will be on the 1 minute. We'll keep on watching. We'll keep on watching. If the move doesn't happen, hit me with that 250 BTC. Ha ha ha. Yep. So hey, I put into the group again, forwarded a little earlier before the call. We need testimonials. So I put a little link in there, and you guys can follow all the directions on there and submit your testimonials to the actual Google Drive in there. But we need testimonials so that we can help create a nice little collage video about people talking about their experience on the live sessions, whether you're on my calls, whether you're on New York sessions, whether you're on pre-New York with the Hawkeye group. We just need testimonials about that so that we can make that testimonial video strong, make a nice little hype video so we can start talking about the AP Live, Dallas, and the trade rooms. All right. And so the two best, as you guys already know, we already did the $2,500 giveaway. 10 people got $250 funds to their account. I've already talked to one today. He said he's already flipped his money, already flipped it. So he did what he was supposed to do. He took that $250. He didn't put it in his pocket. He put it in his account. He followed the rules. He turned that $250 into more. That's the goal. All right. Again, you can do what you want with it, but that is the goal. So the goal now is $2,500 was the giveaway. The next giveaway is $5,000. So we'll do 10 people, $500 each this time. All right. 10 people, $500 each. I'm going to pick the 2 best testimonials out of everyone that submits. The 2 best will automatically be the first 2 to get $500. All right. They'll be the first 2 to get 500 smackaroos for their trade account. All right. For their trade account. All right. We got to buy on G30 on AIRO. All right. I wouldn't touch that. I wouldn't touch it. We're going to see what happens. Go see what happens. That's all you can do. You gotta just wait. All right. AIRO moving average is above the 200 moving average on GA. Same thing on GN. AIRO moving average above the 200. So that indicates stronger buying pressure. So another indication for me to look to stay on the trade. All right. You can see GN trying to push back up. I need a big push. We need that big push. All right. We need it. But again, you guys remember, you stay in the trade. Stay in the trade. Price does never always go straight to your take profit. It's fun. When price goes straight to take profit, makes the day easy. When it doesn't, makes for a long day. But as you guys can see, volatility is out of the market. It's been a slow week. Other than Sunday night, Monday morning, I guess you could say. Monday morning was very good. But ever since then, yeah, it's been pretty slow. It's been pretty slow. Euro GBP, not much of nothing right here. It's in a downtrend. Euro AUD, it's in a downtrend. Not much going on. Euro JPY, same thing. All right. Not much going on. SPX is finally up for the day. And US 30. All right. Interesting. We're gonna wait. It's coming back down. I'm hoping for it to come down. What I'm expecting. Again, if we don't catch it on the call, guys, it's been a long time, man. We've been on this call. It's almost 3. And we haven't even we're taking 2 trades. So I'll take it back. We're taking 2 trades. But usually we get in GER a lot sooner. But yeah, I'll stay on. I'm gonna take a trade. So I might update you guys in the chat if we don't get on one in the call. But I expect this to come back down, close that gap, and then give us the nice move up, nice move back up. Who's in this trade? I know somebody took the buy. Who took the buy? Who took the buy? All right, who took the buy? Is the market maker buy going to be? All right, guys. There's no information for the market maker buy. Hey, please stop asking about it. I'm just updating you guys, let you know it's doing well, and let you guys know how well it's doing. There is no ETA. There is no price point. Nothing at this point. All right. I'm just simply letting you guys know how it's doing. All right. That's it. Brian said he's in a buy right now. I knew somebody was in a buy. Somebody's always in a buy. Sherry said she buying. She got profit. Nice. Would you be doing a strategy based on order blocks and imbalance? Potentially. I'm working on one. I am working on a strategy for that. All right. I'm looking for that. Will you be putting the order blocks and imbalances automatically into charts in the future? Probably. I've thought about that as well, about how to change the code so that the zones match up better. But as you can see, the zones match up fairly well with the order blocks. All right. Or order blocks and liquidity zones, same thing. Or we already answered that one from earlier. Since we can't add indicators to remote system, is there a way the zones are? Is there a way those zones or other useful indicators can be included on the system? No, I mean, the order blocks I drew myself. So I just showed you guys how to draw it. So you now start to do that with AIRO. As you guys have seen, let's go back to the chart here. That is what I have done. CAD JPY, we'll take a look at it. All right, that's what I did right here on what? On GA. We drew it. On GN, I drew it. All right, so you draw it yourself. You can draw it yourself, but you see how well they match up with the zones. You see how well they match up. All right, CAD JPY. JPY trying to make moves. It's in a downtrend, not even a bag entry, so it's just moving up. It's just moving up, but I don't see why. No bag entry. Plus, it's in a downtrend, so no entry for me on this one here. We might be able to dissect that one later on, but no entry for me. All right, down 15 and 16 on GA and GN. And GER30 moving back down. All right, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I already told you what I'm looking for. I am looking for price to close the gap and then give us a candlestick rejection for the what? For the buy. For the buy. We'll see. If it fails to give us the rejection, then we just wait. Slow night, man. I hate slow nights. That's when I got to talk more. I'd rather be catching pips. Gold ranging, or gold just moving side to side, front, back, side to side. I said the front, the back, to the side to side. Let's go look at something real quick, guys. Somebody said something about the 5-minute imbalance. Look at something real quick, guys. Default chart here. All right, close that gap. Now let's see what it does for us. It closed El Gapo. Nice little drop. See what it does. Nice little doji right there at the gap. Is this what it's going to give us? Nice little doji right there. Down 14 and 14 now. They're trying to move back up. Like that. I like that. Come on, baby, get a new candle. Let's see what the new candle does for us. Nice little doji. Nice little doji. If we get a strong little bull candle, guys, I'm in on a buy. If we get a strong bull candle here, I'm in on the buy. And I can tell you, my stop loss will be just beneath the wick. All right, just beneath the wick. A few pips. I need a strong bull candle here. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. That's pretty good too. Wait for it. Wait for it. Oh, what was that? So while we wait, negative ghostwriter. Come on, man. Yeah, you playing games with us. That is why you wait for candles to close. Why you wait for candles to close. GER 30 M5 sell right into the zone. Not touching that. So go to the M5 here. I might be putting in a buy in, guys. Got the nice doji. Got a bullish engulfing right now. I need to be a little stronger. Might need a little bit stronger. Looking like, yep, it ain't giving it to us. 12 and 12 now. 12 and 12. Only down 24 right now. Price moving back up. Good, good, good. Price moving back up. Good. Gold not doing much of nothing. Oh, you're a pain in the butt, GR. You know that? Pain in the butt tonight. The people want pips. We wait. We wait. Double doji. Double doji. Double doji. So far, it's bullish. We'll see how strong it gets. Oh, man, I like that. I don't know about you. That excites me. We got a double doji. Double doji. Strong bull engulfing. I don't know about you guys. I like the double doji. And I see it bouncing off of some, it's bouncing off of the M1 imbalance. I need to be stronger though. Come on, baby. Give me some more strength out of that one. It's getting weak. Come on, baby. Come on. Don't do it to us. EURAUD. Down arrow. Coming back up. Going down 10 and 12 now on the G pair entry. So price moving back in the right direction. Down 99 now. We're down 99, 10 and 10. So we're making good movement right back up in the G pairs. Gold pushing up. GR30 pushing up. So I like to see. Doji. Got another Doji. Let's see if we can get a nice little bull candle coming out of the zone. Down 9 on GA, down 7 on GN. We moving back to the level we need to. Let's go. Only down 4 pips now. Only down 4 pips total. Only down 4 on G pairs. Only down 5 now. 3 and 2. Looking good, looking good, looking good. I know some of y'all double dipped on a retrace. I know y'all. I've been around y'all long enough. I know y'all toe dipping. Look at that wick. Nice little wick. Look at that. GER30. Look at that. Nice. Nice little rejection off the zone. All right. Nice little rejection. Let's turn on the good old fractals for everybody. I want to see the fractals. Bill Williams. Should get a fractal low right there here real soon. All right. Almost there. We get a nice bull candle out of this one. That'll be bullish engulfing. I'll be happy with that. I'll be happy with that. Very happy. I'm happy with the G pairs now. We're down 3 and 3 on each. 3 and 3. Down 3 and 3. 3 and 3. All right. Down 3 and 3. Let's see what GER is doing. Uh-oh. He's trying to peek his head. Come on, I need you to be stronger. Give me some more oomph. Give me some more oomph. That's the brother zone, guys. I am going in. It's a bullish engulf. I'm going in on a buy, guys, on GER30. I'm in on a buy on GER30. I'm not risking many pips. We're going to have a tight stop loss here. Going in on a buy. We had the doji with the bullish engulfing right here. All right. With the bullish engulfing. And you guys know the rules. We're looking for 250. For me, because we had a bearish order block right here on the 1 minute where price turned around. Well, guess what? I'm taking TP right back to that same level. So that is going to be about 171 pips. We'll put it above that above that zone, just in case, I mean, midway through the zone, just in case it breaks through. But I'm looking to take profit right here at the bottom of the zone. That is that previous order block on the 1 minute where price turned back around. All right. So the orders were put in there right here to push the market down. Therefore, that is always a good place to go back to, when you're looking at your take profits. So whenever you're looking to buy, you want to find out, where did price previously turn around, your previous high. That's a good area to go back to. Same thing with a sale. If you're in a sale, where was your previous turnaround in the market for a buy? That's your previous orders there. That's a good place to take your profit back to. So you guys know GER 30 is a big mover. And so I'm going to put the TP midway through the zone to be able to try to capture, just in case it makes a nice little joke. All right, just in case it makes a nice little run up. All right. I can tell you guys my stop loss is going to be right here at the bottom of this wick right here. This wick will be my stop loss. All right. That'll be my stop loss. We'll hold it tight. GA and GN, we are -5, -7. And we're down about 75 on GER 30 right now. So G pair is going in the right direction. And GER might just stop us out if it keeps going. Quit playing with us. Keep an eye on it while the trade's open. GAGN -4, -6. Let's go back and reevaluate GER real quick here. So on the 1 minute here, we have our, that's not, got our imbalance zone here on the 1 minute. Got our imbalance there on the 1 minute. All right, so which means our stop loss should be a little lower than that here. Should be just slightly below the imbalance zone. All right. So your stop loss should be somewhere in the neighborhood of 15,622 to 15,612 range, somewhere around there. Can't give you exact numbers, but somewhere in that range should be your stop loss. All right. The imbalance zone, which is, as you see, it's come down here and rejected, is your springboard. And so your stop loss to keep things tight should be just slightly below. All right, just slightly below. All right, just slightly below. We're down only 35 pips on GER now, down 5 and 6, 5 and 7 on the G pairs. So we're moving back in the right direction, looking good. Take profit again is at this order block here. All right, just order block. You can see here slightly, we're starting to form a W as well on this. W on this GER, W formation. It's always good. It's always good to see. I'm pushing back up. Pushing back up. Push it to the limit. Let's go look at gold real quick. Gold pushing up. Cool. Gold pushing up. All right. Euro pairs. Not really doing much of nothing. All right. And GER 30 is now pushing. That's what I want to see here. This is what I want to see. This is why you want to use proper risk management. We had some drawdown, so you want to make sure you use proper risk management to ensure that what? All right. And for me, we probably should have been in this trade already. This double doji, we had bullish engulfing. It wasn't strong enough for me, though. That's why I hesitated here, but that'd been a good entry right there. Would have been 53 pips from our entry there. A little pullback, run back up. All right. So we'll keep our eye on it. We'll keep running. Again, for me, TP level number 1 is this order block on the 1 minute. All right. TP number 2, for those who are looking to hold it longer, is for price to go all the way up and to hit this 1 hour. I'm sorry, this 15-minute. You see here on the 15-minute time frame. You got a 15-minute right here, 15-minute imbalance. All right. 15-minute imbalance right there. All right. And GER 30 is, I'm at break even right now. So take a look at it. I'm at break even on GER 30, and I'm now in profit. All right. We're now in profit. It's moving in and out of profit. All right. Looking good. So I can tell you right now, yeah, I'm in profit. I'm in profit on GER 30. I'm going to put mine, I'm actually going to put mine up here, guys. I'm putting mine to the zone, the 15-minute imbalance. I'm going to go ahead and put it there. I expect price to go up there. It's about 350 pips or so. All right. We just had a neckline break right here of the W formation. Neckline break. That's not bad right there. I'll pop another trade in there, guys. I'm going to pop another trade on the W formation. I am now have 2 positions in on GER 30. Again, you may make sure you use proper risk management. Do not follow my lead if you do not have the account size to handle it. All right. All right. Down a few pips now. Pull back. All right. That's fine. Let's go look at G pairs. So we are down 5 and 9 on G pairs right now. All right. GA, we're down 5 for 6 now. GM, we're down 9. All right. G pairs starting to push back up though. It's good right there. GR, making for our push, looking for our push back up. Got up there. Quit playing with us. Let's go. Let's go. Remember, stop loss just slightly below this zone here. All right. I'm looking for this. We already got a low, high, higher low, higher high. All right. So I'm looking for this to head back up. All right. Looking for it to go back up. All right. Take a look here. Got the support zone right here. That's the top of the imbalance on our AIRO. All right. All right. Down 3 on GI, down 5 on GN. Looking good there. Looking good there. Double tapping the imbalance zone right here. Now I want to see that push up. And push up now. All right. Let's see here. GA -2, GN -6. All right. Keep an eye on GER real quick here, guys. All right. Hold on real quick. I'll mute myself so you guys can hear me here. All right, so we're getting that double tap off the 1 minute, what do you call this here? The imbalance, all right? Well, that second entry hurting right now. Again, this is why you don't over leverage, all right? This is why you don't over leverage. And then we got the GBP AUD is almost in profit, and GN is -4 pips right now, all right? -4 pips. All right, so looking good there. Looking real good there. Let's go back to GER. Let's take a look. What's GER doing? Getting the push back up. All right. When you see price kind of go back down to certain levels, all right, like this here, see all those wicks? It's typically going back down there to activate orders, to collect more orders, all right, before it makes it move up. Because again, guess what? It does not have enough volume in the market for it to continue in the direction that it wants to continue. So it will return back to areas of liquidity, all right, to pick up orders, to activate orders, to activate stop losses, things of that nature, all right? So we're down 1 pip on GI, we're down 5 on GN, all right? And we are getting pretty close. I'm not liking the way it's looking. All right, put this here. All right, and then we'll put this here. Got our stop losses hit. Let me put it in there. All right, just slightly below the zone. All right, let's see what happens. Might get stopped out on this trade. See what happens. All right. And there it is. We got stopped out. So we're out of the trade. And I will analyze the trade to find out why we lost GER 30. Why did we lose GER 30? We'll look at that tomorrow. All right. GA and GN, we're still in play. Man, we haven't lost a G8. We haven't lost a GER 30 trade in a while. That hurts. -2 on GI, -5, 6 now on GN. All right. We'll have to analyze. Why did we lose GER 30? Why did we lose it? All right, why did we lose it? Was I stop too tight? It's now heading back up. So if you're still in, you should probably still, you might still be in. I got stopped out, but I had my imbalance zone not long enough. So my stop should have been lower. It shouldn't even been triggered yet. So I made a mistake, and therefore I got stopped out because of that. That's not good. We'll keep an eye on it. Keep watching it. G-odd is now in profit. GN, all right. We're at break even, almost 1 pip positive on GA, and GN is about to get there, all right. And remember, we're going for 60 on GN, and we're going for 43 on G-odd, all right. All right, let me answer some questions here. Let's go ahead and answer some questions, see what you guys got. See what you guys got here. I'm sorry, you guys can't hear me. I apologize. So I was muted. My apologies, guys. So we're at 3:20. We're gonna take a 10-minute break. I'm gonna answer all the questions in the Q&A. Only a few 8. So we'll be back in about 10 minutes. Right now on the charts, we are -3 on G-odd, -7 on GA. All right. And we'll be back. All right. We'll be back. All right. We're back. All right. Sometimes you get them, sometimes you don't, guys. All right. That's why we have the stop loss. All right. Again, you don't over leverage. All right. Let's go back and look at all the trades. All right. And then we'll go over imbalance and then we'll call it a night. All right. Yeah, you see here, we are -2 and -5. So -2 on GR, -5 on GN. All right. All right. Now let's go to the UCAD. We're going to talk about imbalance real quick, and then we'll call it a night. All right. So we've already gone over. Breakers. I'm sorry, order blocks. We've already gone over order blocks. All right. So what is imbalance? What is imbalance? So imbalance. I'll show you a candle here. Show you imbalance candle. All right, that is a bearish imbalance zone. All right, so what does that mean? All right, so look at this long institutional candle. Whenever you have long candles like that, it takes a lot of volume to make those candles long in either direction. That's called imbalance. What does imbalance mean? All right, you see here that it's not covered by wicks. So you see the candle before, the wick is way up here, the candle after is here. So you see the zone is in between. Imbalance means that their market was moving so fast that the market makers did not have chance to put together the buy and sell orders. Because remember, for everybody that's buying, someone's selling. For everyone that's selling, someone's buying. All right. And so in this matter, big sales. And it was moving so fast, the market maker could not put all the sales together. All right. So there were no orders were attached in this area, which means that it's most likely going to be utilized again for a sale. All right. Why a sale? Well, because it's a red candle. So it's a sale. It's a sale candle. It's a bearish imbalance. Therefore, what you're waiting for is for price to drop below it, come back, test it, and drop. You can see it tested it many times. Came back up here, tested it with a doji. Nice drop, 20 pips. Came back again, doji. Could have got in here. A little retrace. That's fine. Dropped again, 39 pips. Came back in almost to the very top, and it's dropping out again. All right. So it's using it over and over again, multitude of times as for sales, additional entry to get in. All right. And so imbalance is where orders again were not attached. So to ensure that order is brought back to the market, because orders, they forgot to do their job, or the market moved so fast they couldn't do their job to put all the orders together. They make sure the price comes back to that zone to reuse it again, to mark their stamp on it. So imagine that imbalance zones are areas of, are like the moon. And you guys know when we went to the moon, we put our flag on the moon to show that the USA had made it to the moon. And so that's what it means when price comes back to it. So you're waiting for price to come back to it. All right. So drop out of it, come back to it, make a rejection, get in for entry for a sale. We had two opportunities here. There's a sale there, sale there. All right. I don't see an entry here, but you can see that it's came back almost to the top and dropped. And you see sometimes that price just barely touches it and it drops. Sometimes it goes 50% of the way and it drops. All right. The cool thing you would do is to narrow down price is to go what? Is to go in, to a lower time frame. So this is the 1 hour imbalance here, right? So let's go to the 5-minute chart. We go to the 5-minute chart. All right. Let's go to the 5-minute here. Go to the 5-minute here. And that's beautiful. Look at that. Small imbalance right there. All right. So this narrows down where your where your entry would be at. All right. That you would be looking for. Let's see if we can't find one. All right. Let's see if we can't find one. If we don't see one, we just have no entry. All right. So missed that one. We definitely had a touch here. All right. Let's make sure that's the right appropriate size of the imbalance area. All right, looks good, looks good. All right, so we drew that all the way across, and you see that finally touched there, and you're just waiting for your perfect entry. Got a nice little bearish engulfing candle here. You could have had an entry there. Could have had an entry here. All right, and to be on the safe side, because you're inside of the imbalance zone, you want to do what? Where's your stop loss at? Your stop loss is just slightly above the actual imbalance. So the entry right where we at here, that would have been a stop loss somewhere around 12 pips, and you'd be up right now about 20. You have another entry. You see price came back in here. You got another bearish engulfing candle. Could have had an entry there. You'd be up about 21 pips. And then you had a bearish engulfing pattern right here. So you had 3 entries. All right. And you'd all be up over 20 pips. And your stop loss would have been up here. All right. Just slightly above. So for this entry right here, stop loss would be about 11, 12 pips. So that's about a 1-to-2 ratio right there. You risk 12 pips and you're up about 24 pips right now. Let's take a look at that. Right now you're up about 23.2, so almost 24. It hit 24 right there before it pulled back. So that's a 1-to-2 ratio. So that's imbalance. We talked about order blocks. We talked about imbalance. We'll talk about it on every call. We're going to be utilizing it for going forward for our analysis. And if you miss it, we'll talk about it some more. Jihad, I will come back tomorrow. You guys know me. Every time we lose a trade, especially when I feel real comfortable about it, real good about it. I mean, you guys saw I'll put another entry in. We will. I'll analyze the chart and come back and talk to you guys about why we lost the trade tomorrow, and then we'll look to be better tomorrow. All right. Real before we go, we are looking at. We're looking at -3 on GOD and -6 on GN. All right. -3 on GR, -6 on GN. All right. If you're going to continue to trade, make sure you trade responsibly. All right. And I will see you guys in the funny papers. Thanks.